Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID. So please reach out to us, and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you.
Copy, download. Okay, and you know that workflow: create, start, stop, dub. This is a huge image. I think more than 200 MB or something.
So just
See that.
one simple question. I mean, maybe it's a stupid question.
Just a second. Just give me 2 seconds. I will complete this flow. See here, I have an image. Size is 615. So Docker create what? WordPress container created. What do you want to do? You want to run it. It will take little CPU, but it's okay. Docker -a. See, this is the one. What do you want to do? Start here, and now you see that Docker is running. I mean, WordPress is running. That's all. Now, how to access? I'll teach you. But yeah, got it, all of you? Yeah. What was the question?
What is the use of Docker for Kubernetes?
So right now, focus on the Docker
Okay.
and focus on the container. Kubernetes,
Exactly.
we have a long way to go. Next month I'll teach you. But just because of you have asked me one question, what is difference? So Docker will create a container, which you know that Docker will do what? Docker will do these other things. These are the things which I showed you just now. Nothing else it will do.
Yes.
I mean, some other stuff also it will do, which I'll teach you. But Docker will do this one. Then you'll say, Rajesh, why we have a Kubernetes? So Kubernetes will do orchestration. That means I'll put it in a very simple way. I want to run container. I need a Docker. But where the container will run? In my host. But you want to run container in thousands of server, and you want to control from one place. Do you have any software? Docker cannot do that. Docker can run container in one host, but in a data center, what we need? We want to run container in thousands of hosts. How can I manage it? That's called orchestration, running something at the large scale. And for that, what you need? Kubernetes. And Kubernetes topics, anyways, I have it in this session, in this course, I'll teach you. So Kubernetes is a container orchestration tool. In a simple word, if I say using Kubernetes, you can run container in thousands of machines, and alone you can manage it. Single person can manage it.
But the thousands of containers will be created by Docker.
Thousands of containers will be created by Docker in each host, which will be managed by Kubernetes.
In each host, which will be managed. Okay.
Yeah. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah, and there are many functionality actually. I just gave you
Yeah.
only one line. Yeah. many other functionalities there. Okay, more questions, guys?
So I think that's all for today. It's heavy.
No, it's not heavy. Just I run few commands only.
No, this is the first time in Docker I'm learning this.
Yeah. You'll practice, you'll get a fear out of it. Okay, so just you do one thing, don't get complicated. Just install the Docker and run these commands which I am showing you. You will get a confidence. Okay. Okay. So now, guys, let me ask you one question to all of you. I ask you to create a VM, and I hope I am assuming like each one of you are doing the same thing. You have created a VM. After the VM creation, what you did? Tell me the steps. After the VM creation, what you did?
We start the VM and we run the application. Whatever application you want to run over there.
You start the VM. Tell me the little bit detailed process. Tell me. You create. Let me write it down. Whatever you say. I want you to understand the fundamental. Actually, you start talking to yourself. Start asking a question to your mind. You should not ask a Google actually. So you created a VM, and after that, what you did? You start the VM. After that, what you did? After that, what you did? Anyone?
If it is Ubuntu, you
Uber image.
After the starting the VM, let me remind you, you did SSH to VM. That you can call it
yes.
login. Correct now?
Yes.
Yes, you SSH. And after that, you perform some command. A command can be literally anything. Okay. Correct now?
Yes, true.
Yes. So these are the something which you do. So now I must remind you the environment of container, an environment of VMs. Let me remind you here, when you use SSH to log in, you log in using root or Rajesh. Don't you think so? Don't you think so? And when you log in, what you see? You see the storage. Simple. Understand that. Storage in the root location. This is called root file system. You see the network. You see the process table. You see the what? All this stuff. Correct now? How do I see the network? IP config, if config. How do you process table and all? Storage. You know the DF, DU and stuff like that. I hope you have practiced, right? So you are basically do not log into the operating system. You log into the Rajesh workspace, Rajesh session. Correct now? And using that, you can do all the queries on the operating system. Correct now? Hello?
So
Yeah.
yes.
So guys, this is something which you did it actually. And forget about the VM actually. You do with the laptop also. You get a login page. You log in, and then you are. Let's say I have logged in as Rajesh right now. This is my Rajesh, and this is my desktop. This is my desktop. This is my session. Other people can log in if the multi-user are allowed in this Windows machine. So something like that. So my questions to all of you is, then why you are giving so much of importance to the container? Because running the container right now, I have running a container. You see that here, Docker PS. This is the container which is running. Two containers right now. One is WordPress, one is HTTPD Apache. So why you giving so much of importance running? Now what do you have to do? How to log in? How to access container? Simple. How to access container, that I am going to teach you. So how to access container? So guys, let me remind you, when you log in, which shell you use it with Rajesh? Which shell you use it? Tell me.
PowerShell?
PowerShell is for the Windows, no? You
Sorry.
created
PowerShell is
a,
for Windows.
yeah,
Bash.
Bash, no? Bash, no?
Bash.
Yeah. Who am I? Let me ask myself. This is my VM on AWS. Echo dollar shell. See this, bin bash. I am bin bash. Let me show you your PS. This is me. This is me. My ID is 1482. That's my process ID.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So this is me. So how to access the container? So of course you have to access the container using bash, or let's say if the container is running some app and you want to access from outside, so IP address, network, correct now? Nothing else. Either you want to go inside the container, use a bash. You are a human being. Without a shell, you cannot do anything. You cannot talk to compute. And using a network, you can experience their application, web applications, and so on. If you are running some application in the VM, same thing you will do. You will access to the network. Make sense, guys? All of you?
Yep.
Okay. So now the question is, how can I access a container using bash? So guys, there is one command which has been given, and that's called exec command. I want to show you something. So docker ps, these are the two containers running. There's a command exec. So here exec means execute. So docker execute in what container? This container. In this container you want to execute, but what? ls. And you know, guys, this ls, any idea from where it is coming? I think WordPress, the one who has asked this question, you must tell me.
From the WordPress container.
This is a WordPress file actually. It's from the container. So basically you are running ls command not in your operating system. You are running ls command in where?
In
Container.
yeah, inside the WordPress container.
Because if I run in my operating system, you see this one. Nothing actually
Oh,
is there in
okay.
that directory.
Correct.
Got it?
Yes.
So this is inside a container I'm executing. ls pwd. This is inside a container. This is df-kh. Don't take seriously this container. It's very simple. Whatever you know in Linux, you have to use that skills in a container also. Nothing great about it. Only runtime environment has changed. Everything is same. Do let me see the ps table is there or not. ps-ef. I'm running WordPress container, by the way. This ps is not installed in Apache. I know that. See that? Look at this. These are the process running inside that. Always start with one, and see that your host machine, the one VM. See, this is a pretty much lots of it. In my VM, lots of processes are running, and all this also started with the one, zero, one, dot dot dot. You know what, guys? Compute unit. Everything has come from nothing, means zero, and these all containers are running. So same way, this container also, everything has come from nothing. This is called PID. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 23, 24. So now those processes which you don't see, it's gone. Those processes running is there. See, I will die tomorrow. So my process ID will get disappear from the process table of the world. I am alive, so I am having one identity, one process table. I am consuming what? I am consuming food from earth, air from earth. These containers are consuming CPU, RAM, storage from the base machine. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes.
Yeah. So these are the process inside a container. Apache is running, and Apache, WordPress container. Those who know our WordPress, they internally runs on Apache, PHP, and MySQL actually. So MySQL is not there, but Apache I can see that. Okay, so don't give value to the container. Just like you have to just change few commands and you start working over everything. These all are Linux commands. Okay, these all are Linux command. Whatever you want to do that. So yes, how to access the container, that I did not cover. What I covered, how to run commands inside a container and see the output on the console. So the question is how to access the container. So see, I am a human being. I can access the compute unit. How? Using bash. So same way, if I want to access the container, if I want to go inside a container, I need to use bash. How? So let me do this bash. Exec bin bash. And here there is one more option you have to do. You have to tell, hey Docker, I want to interact with the container using bash. This IT option only work with a shell like bash or C shell and stuff like that. Guys, where are you right now? Where are you? Inside a container of the WordPress. Mind it. You are inside a container root. This the container is running with the root user. It can be different user also. And then this is a container inside this directory. And you can run all this command just like this, the way you are running in the boxes. Don't give a shit to the container. It's just like a compute unit. I have logged in root at the rate of this container ID, this one environment, and exit. You are in a VM. Go inside a container. Inside a container, one user, exit, VM. It's just like switching the two different users. The only difference between this user and that user is this guy, this user is sharing the resources. This user is very selfish. This not sharing the resources. This container have their own resources. That means, let me show you here. If I was telling you, right, root file system, right? So see that ls, this is my VM's root file system. Now I want to show you the root file system for container. They have their own root file system. See, PID, I have shown you that one already. They have their own network also. So something which is different. See here, lib64 you have in the container. Here also you have it, but lib32 you don't have it. Inside of my host machine you have it. Correct? No? OPT here also you have it. Here also you have it. So see that so this is the container and this is me or the host machine. So duplicate like a C drive, both the places you have it. Am I making some sense here? Okay, great. So now this is the way you can access the container. You can go inside the container and things like that. But how do I access to the IP address? Let me tell you. So here, Docker PS, there's no command to know the IP address in spec. You should spend many minutes on the spec command output, okay? So, but I just focus on the IP address. So many things you have it. What is IP address? 3. So curl, and this is 3 here. I mean, I don't know why it's nothing is showing. Let me try other IP address. Oh yeah, WordPress, no? Yeah, I got it. So 2. I know that because the second container, which is HTTP, and WordPress is third container. So I know the IP address. So 2, I am hitting it. Inspect one, you can use it. See, this is Apache. It works. Apache is showing you the front page. But you know, guys, you say, Rajesh, there's no fun accessing web applications over the curl. There's no fun in it. Correct now? You may think of it. There's no fun in it. So how do I access these containers from outside? How do I access this container? So these all containers, you see that running on 80 port, 80 port. Why? Why these two containers running on 80 port, 80 port? Why? Because they have network. They have gone network. Here Rajesh and Jamie and Pooja cannot run on 80 port actually. Why? Because we are sharing the resources. We are good people. These containers are selfish actually because of Solomon Hykes. Okay, so these both containers are running on 80 port internally, but I cannot access from outside. When I say outside means, see, you were able to access this container, the IP address just now I showed you, but when I say outside means, let me show you. Outside means, this is your VM and this is your container 1, container 2, and can you access this container? I'm inside the VM. Can I access the container? Yes. Can I access the container? Yes. But I am outside somewhere in Bengaluru. Can I access the container? No. Are you understanding the scope of the networking?
Yeah.
So what to do? What to do?
Public
Anyone have any idea?
public IP.
Public IP, I can hit it. Let me hit the public IP in front of you. Where is public IP? Here it is. And I'll hit this. See, public IP, I can access my VM, not the container. So what to do?
That port no which you said 80.
Yes, port forwarding, guys. This whole world is working with the port forwarding. So please take a personal notes. What is the port forwarding, port proxy, routing, network forwarding? These are all things you have to learn. This is there from last 30 years. But earlier we did not focus on it. Why? We did not focus on it because we wanted to become a developer. We didn't want it to become a network engineer. We wanted to become a developer. We wanted to become a build and release engineers. We wanted to become a test people. So we did not forget, we did not focus on that. Why? Because we were not learning everything at that time. But now, in the world of DevOps, the current world, you have to learn and understand everything. Though you don't have to do everything, but you have to understand everything. So please focus on that. So what I am going to do here, can I access this VM? Yes, I can access. That's the reason I'm able to do SSH. You see, I'm able to access. So can I do one thing? Can I create a port forward? So if I hit to certain port on this machine, then it will redirect the traffic to this container or this container. Can I do that? Yes. This is called port forwarding. You can do manually also, but Docker has given a command to us, and that is what I'm going to use it. Okay, but there is one problem. In order to do the port forwarding in an easy way, I want to teach you one more command. What command? So guys, there is one command which is called run. Anyone have seen the run command?
Yes.
Yeah. So run is a command for the lazy people, like those who don't want to run multiple commands. So run command will do what, you know? So run command will do create a container. Every time you run, create a container, start the container, and attach the container. Run command will create a container, start a container, and attach to the container. Attached to means your session, the one which you are in the machine, which is here. Who are you? You are a batch right now, and you will become a container. It container can be Apache or it can be anything else also. So you want to see that? Let me show you. So create, start, attach. So Docker run httpd. So this command will create, start, and attach. Enter. Created and started and attached it. Where are you right now? Where are you right now? You are inside a container and you become attached to the one of the PID one. PID one. What was the PID one? HTTP foreground. You think you're not a shell anymore. You're a HTTP foreground, and this guy don't understand your command, whatever you're typing, ls, whatever it is. So Control X, Control Z, not taking, Control C taken, and then it killed the command. So basically, this Control C killed the PID one, and container also got killed here. So I'm not writing this concept, but please remember that. Please hear me out very carefully. You know, PID one is very important. Every time when you see the compute unit, look at the process table. PID one is very important. PID1 is running. Please hear me out clearly. I'm not writing it. PID1 is running. Your laptop is running. PID1 is running. Your VM is running. PID1 is running. Your container is running. PID1 is very important. PID1 is not running. Your laptop is shut down. PID1 is not running. Your VM is shut down. Your PID1 is not running. Container will be exited. So what I did when I attached to it, I attached to the PID1 and Control C kill that PID1 and my container got exited. Remember that. So many times you'll complain, Rajesh, I'm running some containers and then the containers is exiting all the time. Exit means run plus exit. Remember, it has run and then got exited. Why it got exited? Because the PID1 it could not hold the process and it exited. Some container designed for exiting, some container designed for running. So you have to understand the behavior of it. PID1. Take a note of it. You should have studied a little bit of it. the behavior of PID1 process. Okay, so please remember that. So here, run, created, started, and attach. Now you say, Rajesh, I don't want this to interact with the HTTP foreground or Docker PID1, whatever it is. So what to do? So we have a solution also. That is called do not attach. Okay, simple. So now if I do run and -d, see here, one more -d, two containers I created, NG is running. Look at the 2 seconds and 3 seconds. So run is a shortcut command to create and start as many containers, and attach and do not attach depends on your use cases. Make sense, guys, all of you? All of you? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And please take a personal note, PID1. I want you to do the proper study and write nice notes on the debug score. Okay? Don't miss this. So now the question was something different. I covered the different command. So run, you remember that we all are lazy people. We always use the run. Run means create new container, start that container, attach to it. Do not attach -d. So now the question was how to access the container, how to port forward the container. So I shall access this from outside somewhere in Bengaluru. How do I do that? So for that, you know what you have to do? Docker run WordPress. Are you comfortable with this command? Do let me know if you're comfortable or not.
Yeah.
And if you're comfortable, then if you should be comfortable with this command also.
Correct.
And if you're comfortable with this command, then you should be comfortable with WordPress is running on which port? I forgot that. What was that? Let me know. Port? Anyone?
80.
80.
Same.
And Apache is also running on 80 port, right? So here,
Yeah.
so so now we'll ask Rajesh, what is this 8080? Hyphen PP means port forwarding, okay? 80 means, first 80 means host port, and next 80 means container port. Got it? So host port 80, I have used it, one network. So I cannot use it HTTP. So did you understand these two commands?
Yeah.
Tell me whether both second command will work or not. Second HTTP.
I think it won't work
Why?
because you cannot like port forward like to same on the same two ports.
Wonderful. Yes, because in host machine you have only one network. Remember that in the container we were giving a separate network, so it was running 80, 80, 80, 80. But in the host network we have only one network, so 81. Container port will remain same. So now guys, these commands will create a two containers, one container, and this will expose the 80 port for the host machine to container port 80 and 81 to 80. Let me do that. So this command, you must remember that. So this will create a new container altogether. This container, the one which you are running, is waste for me. And now one container and second container. And now I want you to look at the table for the process table for the container Dockerfiles. Look at this. These are the non-forwarded containers. These are the forwarding containers. So what we are saying, hey, any IP address to 81 port of the host machine, let's transfer the container port of this on 80 port. Make sense, all of you?
Yeah.
So can I try? Host IP address, I have it. It's an 80. Enter. I think WordPress, no? Yeah, this is WordPress. And next one, 81, right? That is Apache. Here it is. So the question was, how do we access the container? So yes, you can exec with IT, bin bash, and you can access the container. You can go inside a container, work whatever you want to do.
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.